Welcome to Wednesday. Flonase. This has a better sprayer than the generic. The generic sucks. The sprayer sucks. You lose a lot of sprays with the generic. Don't buy generic. Why save $3, $4 if you're losing sprays? Anyway, so I'm gonna get ready because I gotta go to the post office, drop off an order. And there it is. I'm gonna put it on live chat. There we go. Remember to behave. Good morning, CC and Bobby Blue Eyes. Isn't that weird? There's no chat unless I hit live chat. Then there's chat. Makes no sense. Light coat, because I'm tired of the winter blast. Good morning, Jan. How is everybody? So last night I was watching, I was making bracelets, and I was watching Angry Prepper. Oh my God, he had me cracking up. I literally left a comment. I said, "You're my spirit animal." Because he gives no F's. He tells you everything that's going on, and he don't care. So, because he's in New York, and they're really going through it. They're really going through it. So, he don't care. In fact, he's talking about moving his family out of there. He's had enough. Anyway, so I was watching him, and I was getting some info on the jungle and what's going on in the jungle and why he thinks it's going on. It's going to be 50 today or 60 in Iowa. Wow. It's kind of warm here. All the snow's melted, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to do a little, God. Let's just look decent today. I slept on wet hair. You wait till you see this. It is. I must have slept on this side and just did this all night. I got a full-on tornado going on the side of my head. Hubby's home today. Still have no news yet. My luck, it'll be like Friday. Then they'll be like, "You're done." Who's not feeling good? Who's not feeling well? Good morning, Jennifer. Yeah, I know. I pray too. I pray too. Yep. That's all you can do. So we're going to try to look a little decent today. Because I'm tired of looking like the mood I was in. You know what I'm saying? No point in that. You're just going to make yourself sick. That's the truth, too. If you look like shit, you'll feel like shit. Right? Truth. That is the truth. Ooh, am I hungry. What did I have for dinner last night? A bagel. I did do a little bit of grocery shopping last night because I need to make just some meals for the week. Just a little bit. There was nothing. You've seen it. I cleaned out the refrigerator. There was nothing. Once I emptied Thanksgiving out of my refrigerator, there was nothing. And if we get a blizzard or something like that, it'll just, yeah, we'll be stranded. Not really stranded, you know what I'm saying? We could go out, but you don't want to if you don't have to. The weather's been very unpredictable. So anyway, should we get on with the jungle story? Anybody want a jungle story today? The animals are figuring out what the Lion King's up to. They are. They're doing it behind closed doors. And it's not the Lion King. The Lion King just spits out what's put in front of him. The Lion King has no clue. This has to do with, let's just say, certain animals were put in place to destroy the jungle. Like, for instance, making it impossible for the animals to travel. The camel. Making it impossible for the animals to travel, or at least difficult. So they can't move around too much. They can't even move to another jungle. They're trying to keep all the animals in certain areas for reasons. Because the Lion King does not. Well, the hyena, she's not to be trusted. She's not to be trusted. Now, all right, so there was an animal that wanted the throne. She wanted that throne, and she lost to the orange orangutan and is still seeking vengeance. In fact, in about 2.5 years, she plans to overthrow the king with the help of the hyena. So, the hyena wants to take over the throne, and the other one wants to stand by her side. Because there were things that were supposed to get done and didn't get done because the orange orangutan took over. So there were things that were supposed to be finished, which basically means the freedom of the animals. Sometimes big groups of animals that actually are the profiteers of the jungle are the ones that are really in control. And their dream is to get all the animals that are farther out, you know, living in their little dens on farms, to get them inward, to destroy self-made animals. Animals that live, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. But anyway, if you are able to destroy the dens out there in the open fields, you're gonna force the animals to come in to where there's food and there's shelter and there's affordable heat and yeah, so that would be the whole focus. It would be to get all the animals out of the open lands and acres and force them into the center of the jungle where they can be tracked and monitored and forced to work for those large groups that are really running the show. And to convince the animals that this is in their best interest. And that's why you see so much craziness in the jungle. It's just trying to get things done as fast as possible. While the animals are like, looking to the left, looking to the right. What's going on? What now? Why this? And goals. It's the end goal. You can read about it. It's an agenda. If I could talk to the animals. Right on. What would you say? Well, so in other jungles, like there's this jungle in India, people or animals can't even eat unless they've proven that they drank the juice. Now, would that ever happen in this jungle? Never. 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 Little push, see what happens. But if you push too far, it's not going to be good. And see, that's what happens if you take away all the animals' protection. Their little sticks. Yeah. If you take away their sticks, you have complete control. Now, this jungle is trying to use situations to convince the other animals that the sticks should be removed from their hands. It's a good idea. But then what would happen? The little animals would be defenseless. Bingo. Bingo. Then you lose. You lose. Will that ever happen? No. No. Never. Because even the animals that love the king, or think they do, the animals that think they love the king of the jungle just because they hated the orange orangutan, they would even join forces. And that would be the most frightening thing. If all the animals gathered together and started whispering, oh yeah, that would be the biggest backfire. I want another color besides. I don't want well, I got pink on it, okay, whatever. I wanted something different. There's nothing in there. So, the Lion King has to tread lightly. And the hyenas that surround him, they have to tread lightly. They've got to do things very slowly, very incremental, until the animals are begging for help. If they can get to that point. But animals are very resourceful. And they underestimate the ability of the animals. And they know that. So they're treading very lightly. But definitely going to hurt the livelihood and of the animals. So, yeah, speak softly and carry a big stick. Amen. And, what was I going to say? Oh my God. What was I going to say? It was profound too. Profound. Hold on. What was I saying before I read chat? You know I can't read chat. I'm old. I'm telling you right now. Once they, I know what I was going to say. The worst is yet to come. Stand strong, stand tall, ride with the wave, and do not let it affect you. But it is going to get worse. Yep, color softly and carry a big crayon. It's going to get a lot worse. Do you hear me? And I'm not saying go over and listen to the doomsday people. But you have to stay strong. You have to stay strong in your convictions. Listen, these animals know, they smell it coming. And these animals are ready. Right now, they're migrating, moving around to get a better stance. But it's going to get worse. We won't hit, the jungle won't hit the level of the India jungle because those people don't even have sticks. Those animals don't have sticks. They've been forbidden, so they're defenseless. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Yep, it will get worse. It will get worse. Yes, it will. You have just seen the tip of the iceberg. January. Buckle up, Buttercup. Animals are very resourceful in their livelihood. Then you get distracted. And here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the one thing about the animals. You can domesticate them. You can make them civilized. But the one thing you can't do is take away their essentials for life. Food, water, their money. Pay close attention. Pay close attention to this digital money. Pay attention to paper. Pay attention to the rise and the lack of essentials. They're going to try to cripple the animals. They're going to try. What'll happen is, here's what happens. You cripple those animals. They got instincts. Animals have instinct to survive. Animals can smell trouble. They can smell a storm before it even comes. And that's what's happening. The animals are quietly preparing themselves for a storm. And then the animals will uprise. Like I said, even the animals that love the Lion King, or thought they did, will figure out that the hyenas are telling the Lion King what to do so they can abolish all kinds of things. Because there's little animals that prey. They're going to abolish that. This is an attempt, but this will not be the final result, because the animals will go back to their instincts and become wild again. Wild. Now, this jungle has like 50 areas, right? Each area is a little different than the other, right? There are certain areas in this jungle that will attempt to lead the animals off a bridge. Stay away from those areas. I want the animals to get away from those areas. And it's only the animals that won't drink the juice that will be treated. They will be demanded that the other animals attack them and ruin their life. But if those animals are smart, they won't be around for that. They will move to another area of the jungle. If they're smart. Yeah. And if you can help any of those animals, help them now. Because they're going to use the Lion King and the hyenas. Let's just say the hyenas. The Lion King's absolutely clueless. Okay? Clueless. The Lion King just puts on a crazy suit and just reads stuff. And then shuffles away. Goes back to his den. While the other ones move the chess pieces. The Lion King's literally clueless. Because it's hard to believe the Lion King would have anything to do with this stuff. But it's not hard to believe that the hyenas want to change everything to one religion, one order, one currency. It's the hyenas. And it's that one hyena that is seeking revenge on the orange orangutan and all the people that wanted the orange orangutan. How dare you? This is like Snow White and her sister. There are some people that become so evil when they don't get what they want because this animal was promised or made promises that she couldn't keep because she never sat on the throne. And she's seeking vengeance and she's coming back. There was actually an article about how well she's polling. Polling? Nobody's seen this animal in a long time. But this animal's in the background, working the strings, setting up by bringing in all these other animals from all these other jungles to adore her, making promises behind the scene, because this animal, she is evil, and she is seeking revenge. Oh yeah. It's about to get nuts. Now, their plan for high heels, that animal with the high heels, oh, what would that be? When you have a high hoof? A camel? That fits, right? Camel toi. The camel plans to sit on the throne because the other animal, the jackal, she knows it's too much of a risk to try to get the throne again. Shorty knows that. But she wants to sit next to the camel and run the show. She knows she could never get the throne. So right now, the camel, the high-heeled camel, is being very quiet, very secretive, and not ruffling one feather. So she thinks. But she's ruffling a lot of feathers by being very quiet and doing nothing. She's working was working side by side with the jackal, doing exactly what the jackal says. And the hyenas, they don't even know that they're being used to just create fear. Oh, of course, they all abuse their staff. These animals abuse anyone that's in their way or doesn't bow to them. This is pure evil animals that want complete control. That's probably got to be the biggest high to some animals, is to control all the animals, to do exactly what you want, and then probably be promised amazing gifts. Amazing gifts. There's no medicine for some of the hyenas. Delusion is never cured. True that. And underestimating the power and the wildness of all the animals. Underestimating how wild animals really are. Even if you domesticate them, you poke at them, eventually they will attack you. And some have the ability to do more than that. So if you're wondering what's really going on in the jungle, it has nothing to do with the cost of this, the cost of that, the lack of this. This is to get all the animals centered. Get them all centered where you can keep an eye on them, control them, and spy on everything the animals do. Every little thing. Because when you're all out, when all the animals, there's animals scattered out on acres and acres of land. It's harder to control animals that you have to actually go out and find than it is all the ones caged in the center. So what's the best way to get the animals inward? Destroy whatever keeps them out there. Destroy. And then take over that land. Buy that land. But if the hyenas have enough investors, when people or animals walk away from all their acreage, they can buy it. And then the animals will never be able to go back out there. Pay attention. January is about to get really rough in the jungle. Really rough. Very scary. But then, the animals will not cower in their dens. The animals will rise. Did you ever see the movie, Planet of the Apes? The newer one, my favorite. Remember how, they had them all captive? And Caesar had to go there because he attacked somebody in the neighborhood. And animal control came and removed him from the house. He didn't understand why he had to leave and go to this sanctuary. So he went to the sanctuary. And they were all the other apes were so controlled, and they were so lost their instincts. And Caesar talked to them and gave them strength, reminded them who they were. Remember? You get that most of these movies have undertones. You get that, right? It ain't just about him being in a sanctuary and losing his family, and no, it was about him saying, what is going on with all these apes? Have they just succumbed? And they had. Then he started talking to them. He started building them up. Well, that's what happened with the orange orangutan. And they didn't like it. The hyena, the lion, they didn't like that. They didn't like the orange orangutan building people up, building animals up, reminding them that this is their sanctuary. So what did Caesar do? Reminded them of who they are. Did he not? He was doing sign language. They came together and they got out of there. Did they not? And went back to the jungle where they belong. Not scheduled meals with dog food. Go out there living off the land. Because they were here first. What in the literal... Oh, damn, why did I get on these? I'm just saying. This is why they don't allow the animals to speak to each other on a platform, or they don't allow it. Because what could happen? Animals could be reminded of their natural instincts. But it's easier to take the cubs and the babies and teach them that no. Those people telling you that are crazy. No. That's not good for you. No, you don't want that. That's easy to do. It's easy to program a new animal in the jungle than it is to deprogram an older, wiser animal in the jungle. So much easier. Because animals only know what you teach them, not what they experience and what they live. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, there's a jungle. There's many jungles. Canada. There's many jungles that are programmed to believe that they're living a great life in those jungles. And they're not. But they don't know any different. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of Caesars out there starting to remind the animals that this is their jungle. And not to be reprogrammed to think otherwise through fear and stress and anxiety. There are Caesars out there saying, fight to the death, animals. You will prevail. But don't make them think you won't. So how did you like our jungle story today? Because the jungle's amping up. The jungle's amping up. This should be a film. Actually, it is. Planet of the Apes. There's plenty of films with great messages. Just pay attention. Wow. So buckle up, buttercups. It's very, very palpable what is occurring, yes. Actually, this jungle story was brilliant. Thank you very much. Now, if you go over and watch Angry Prepper, oh yeah, he's very specific. I'm a Caesar. Don't be a poo, be a Tigger. T-I-double-G-er. Be a Tigger. This is actually not frightening. This is not depression worthy. This is adrenaline. I gotta be honest. Well, for Caesars, This is adrenaline. And that's right. You got to get rid of. Animals cannot be domesticated. They can, as long as they are happy. But when you upset the jungle by taking away their essentials for living, they will become wild again. And that, my friends, is what animals should be. They should protect their kids, their pups. They should protect their dens. They should protect. And they should scratch their way to power. That's what animals do. And it's a shame to watch any animal be beat down. We spend all our time fighting people that abuse animals, neglect animals, and treat them horrible. Do we not? Occasion, won't ya? Well, then you need to rise. The jungle, the animals need to rise to protect their cubs from misinformation and taking the wild out of them. And we see it. We see it. What's going on in the schools right now? Parents are rising to protect their children, to stand for their children. Isn't that what's happening? That's a test to see who become wild and who won't. Can you imagine the insanity? You know what I'm saying? That's insane. Insane. Oh, man. I had a little knowledge moment with a family member today. I did. No, here's how I slept on wet hair. Oh, yeah, it was soaking wet when I went to sleep. Okay, then, here we go. Mother of God. The truth should never be a fight. It's only a fight if the person you're talking to doesn't want to hear it. I don't mess with people like that. They'll go down with the rest of the jungle animals. I said, this jungle game is only for the strong. And for the strong, it's an adrenaline rush. It's not depression. It's not fear. That didn't work. Because now the animals are desensitized. Because you know what they did wrong? You know what the hyenas did wrong? You know what they did wrong? They locked the animals in the den by using fear. And when the animals came out of the den, actually they locked them down too long. That was the problem. That was the problem. That's where they went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Too long. And now, nothing works. Nothing. Because there are way more Caesars out there than Pooh Bears. Way more. You have no idea. These animals are... You have no idea. The Pooh Bears are gathering and hiding. The Caesars, they're plotting. And they're ready. They're ready. Oh my God. That's crazy. It's an adrenaline rush. I mean, 56 years. Some of these animals have been in the jungle and have never seen an uprise. So, how exciting would that be? And never be afraid, animals, to roar. Never be afraid to roar. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Never be afraid to roar. It's happening in this jungle in New York. People are getting popped in the face with paws. They're getting popped in the face with paws. Because you know the whole thing about, well, you didn't drink the juice. You didn't drink the juice. Pop. It's happening. It's happening. You just don't get to see it or hear about it. Unless you're digging deep. Because, oh boy, we don't want anybody to get wind of that. Yeah, but it's happening. So, be a Caesar or be a Pooh Bear. Nobody cares. Because in the end, it is going to be epic. I do believe that. But it is going to get worse, so be prepared. You might want to get yourself to different areas of the jungle that, you know, won't be affected by it. I'm just saying, because there is areas that will never be affected by it. It'll never happen. And there are animals positioning themselves to get away from their area, their space, to a new space where they can come together. Yeah, because, but it's amazing how areas that you never thought would come together are coming together. Whoa. It's epic. It's an adrenaline rush. So please, be ready. Think outside the box. Are you trying to? Good for you, Snickers. Me too. Yes, it is refreshing. Angry Prepper has no filter, and he has no fears of this. And that's why I just would miss you guys. It has nothing to do with income. Ha! I would just miss you guys. They've already forewarned me. So far, he's going at it. And you know how many people are trying to take his channel down? Yep. Well, and we know it's mainstream. It's not people. It's people. Listen, there are people hired to go around and how do I put this? Report you. There are. You're in a good spot. Good for you. I want to hear that with all of you people. I want you to be in a good spot. I want you to be ready. I don't want this to affect your mental health or your physical health. It is time to suit up. Yes, you definitely need to get a radio system, right? I don't know, like, if towers are down, CBs will not work, and I am not a doomsday prepper. Actually, I don't even care about that stuff. You just need to make a lateral move to a new area of the jungle where you know you are not against the odds. Do you see what I'm saying? We're gonna see some things that are gonna get, I think, in the jungle. We're gonna see the attempt to control all the animals and bring them inward is going to get way worse before the uprise of the Caesars. I get that too. I have nowhere to go right now. I have nowhere to go. You don't get it. I mean, as far as what I'm seeing just going on here and the lateral moves she's making. Do you know that they just shut down a pipeline here in Michigan? They shut down the pipeline. 400,000 people have now lost the ability for propane. And coincidence, they all live out in the woods on their own acreage. Coincidence? Good thing there's still a thing called wood-burning furnaces. You can even keep them outside and they're blown into the home. Think outside the box. Do not become so dependent on the things that made you dependent. And life was easy. And life, oh yeah, that's right. I gotta make a phone call. I gotta tell. Okay, I gotta do that. That's a solution. I'm just saying. There are pellet stoves. There are outdoor wood burning furnaces that actually blow the heat into the house. You just keep stoking it outside. There's so many people that have that because propane is outrageous. What used to cost like $1,000 is now $3,000 to fill here because they shut down the pipeline. The one that went through the Mackinac Straits infects everybody. Well, 400,000 people here. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. I use my leave-in conditioner, and my hair's bleached, and I use hot tools on it, literally. Hot tools. And I don't want my hair to look like a big fuzzy cotton ball, so I use my leave-in conditioner because it's got argan and jojoba oil in it, and it keeps my hair silky and shiny. My hair still breaks off because I put it up in a ponytail, and I will throw like a bobby pin in it. I was kind of going for Texas hair today, by the way. I put a bobby pin in it, and then it breaks it off. See? Look at this piece. Oh, well. It's called layered hair now. Whatever. But the underneath, I don't bleach. I keep it my natural color, so it won't break off at the length. Just breaks off, like, in the center. But that's typical when you have bleached hair and you pin it up all the time. Because the bobby pin will, like, pull on it. And, yeah, I can break it off. So I got to go to the post office. I got to order to get out. If any of you are looking for protecting small business and boycotting big, what do you call it? Foreign jungles. I got an Etsy store. I will make you special things for. I will make you special things for a family member. My prices are not outrageous. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm just looking to have a small business that does well so I can get out of this jungle. Honest to God. You have no idea. So, what would you suggest for thinning hair? Does biotin work? Actually, I would suggest you take, what's it called? It's in prenatal vitamins. What's it called? It thickens hair and grows nails. Shit. What is it? What is it that's in prenatal vitamins where your hair grows really thick and fast and your nails get strong? What is that? What is it that's in prenatal vitamins? Well, I'll look it up. I'm not saying go on prenatal vitamins. I'm just saying find something that has that component in it. No, not biotin. It's something else. I can't remember. What is it? I can't remember. She wants the help from the 2008 Lion King. Yep. Well, trust me. Oh yeah. Well, actually, it is the spouse of that Lion King. It's the spouse of that Lion King that is looking to sit in the throne with the jackal next to her. That's right, it is. It's the wife of the old Lion King. Before the orange orangutan. Wife, husband, whatever you want to call that. Folic acid, thank you, that's it. Folic acid. Folic acid is what grows hair and makes fingernails grow too. There is keratin, but you can get that with Jell-O. I'm just saying folic acid. I had never had as thick a hair as I had when I was taking prenatal vitamins. And the doctor said it was because of the folic acid. So there's that. That's the word. Thank you. I needed that today. I don't know what's going on in the back. Whatever. So I'm just saying, be a Caesar. If you don't know how to be a Caesar, then you need to align yourself with a Caesar. Yep, folic acid. All right, that's off. I got some Texas hair today. I slept on it. It looked like a big sack of hay. But I just want to feel good today because I am changing my mood. I'm going to start getting motivated by Caesars. I am not playing around with a bunch of Pooh Bears. Woe is me. All that's going to do is drag my ass down. Yeah, they have folic acid in pill form, I believe. Just research it. Just say, best way to get folic acid. Thank you, Misha. You're probably looking gorgeous today. Anyway, I'm going to go have some breakfast. I got to get to the post office because I got people who want their orders. You ordered today, your shit's going out today. I got an order last night. It's going out right now. Yeah, you can buy it in pill form. There you go. Figure out what you need. Look and see what's in prenatal vitamins. As they say, move a muscle, change a mood. There it is. And change your mind, and you'll change your mood. Change your mind, you'll change your path. Don't forget. Don't forget. This jungle has way too many sticks. Oh, way too many trees to get sticks, right? Look in the vitamin aisle. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. I got a skadoodle. You're welcome. Love you guys. Bye.